a short-term basis, if people are buying, the market does what? It goes up. We then take all of the pairs that trade against the US dollar and do the same thing. It really is that simple. So we're taking the need to monitor 19 different currency pairs and also keep them straight. Okay, on this chart, if it's going down, that means it's good for the Australian dollar, but on this one, it means it's bad. Because you'd have to keep all that straight too. Because depending on what chart you're looking at, if this was the US dollar, Australian dollar, that would be completely different. And it's because of the exchange. On one currency pair, it's telling you what? What is the top one telling you? It's giving you, is it giving you in dollars or is it giving it to you in Australian? Is this one giving it to you in dollars or is it giving it to you in Australian? Okay. So we have the base currency and then the quote currency, right? So now we take all of the need to monitor, keep it straight on a real-time basis. I mean, you get what I'm going at here. I mean, you could have a mound of information you'd have to keep track of. So we're distilling it down into one squiggly line. In general, and you can write this down now, we'll get into it more later. In general, at or above 7 is where we want the strong currency pair. At or above 7. And you can either see that on the chart or you can see it on the left side where you have the numbers. We also look for at or below 2. Remember, we don't want to pick on, this is lion country, folks. Does the lion jump on the bull elephant that's knocking over trees and kicking people out of the way? Oh, man, he waits for the one that's limping around, and then he sneaks up on him. I mean, they don't play fair. That's the market we're in. So we're looking to pick on the weak one. We're looking to pick on the one that has the weakest pair with the strongest pair. But again, what is it telling us? It's telling us that, in this case, with the Australian dollar moving up, we've got the pound at 2. We've also got the Swiss franc, or the chief, at 2. What that means is that on this graph, you can see that over time, whoops, can we get the, computer back up? It's on my screen here, so we've got the Australian dollar moving up over time, and so I put it in black. But look at what's going on with that blue line, the British pound. It's really not doing a whole lot of anything, is it? It's weak. It's not reacting. So the likelihood is, if the Australian dollar is going to have more buyers coming in, a little bit of relaxation on that chart means we've got an opportunity. Short-term opportunity, low risk. That's what I want. So let's talk about opportunity times. Is it going to be every day? I don't know. Last week I had a lot of mixed signals. But I also had a lot of trades, and by that I mean 8, that I didn't get into that I would have taken a loss on. And these things were just screaming to the upside. I mean, it looked like it would have been a perfect time to buy. How many of us have seen that? You come in, the market's moving up, you're thinking, oh, it's going to go to the moon. You start counting your money, you're planning the vacations, and then what does it do? Nothing. And then, hopefully, we get out, but how often have we stayed in? Oh, man, this thing was moving up so strong, it's got to come back. How many of us have done that? Come on, be honest. Yeah, everybody. So, again, Hercules, you see how many of these lines are in the middle? Most of them. You have nothing else to do. So when you come into your computer, you sit down, this time it's, oh, okay. And we can now work. And we can see maybe that there's some opportunity. And then we can delve into the charts a little deeper. We'll get to that. I have no idea what just happened. That's why. Okay, so does everybody get the general idea with Hercules? Okay. High is good, strong, Low is bad, weak. That's it. We don't want to have to worry about all of the other stuff in the middle. If it's in the middle, you just don't even trade it. So what is it? We're on page 13, by the way. At least I was on page 13. Yeah, did I skip a page here? 12. I did. Thank you. 12. We're just going to love this on the DVD, all that jumping around. So, let's recap again. Monitoring the market. What's helpful to know? Quick start. Counter-trend trade checklist. The reason why I created those was to hopefully lessen the amount of time that you have to spend in front of the screen. We want the result. We want the money. We don't want to sit in front of the screen all day. I do it because I love it. But that's me. You have to remember, and I didn't know how to put this other than it's not a substitute for your brain. But this is such a struggle for traders. Because this has some discretion to it, meaning it's open for interpretation. There are going to be gray areas. The phrase that I said in Dallas was, if you don't know, don't go. If you don't know, don't go. Don't trade. We spend too much time working and sweating to make our money to fritter it away. We really need to act like the lion. Now, the lion, when she is hunting, the lioness, because, the guy's back at the house. That's a good job, man. He's got it made. Well, she's going to go out and they're going to hunt in packs and they're going to wait and look for the weak one. First of all, now, you know what? They may go a whole day and nothing but strong herds go by. Maybe another pack got to them first. Maybe they just dropped dead somewhere along the way. But what is she doing while all that's going on? Is she running around, sniffing them? She's sitting in the bushes. Because if she did that, she'd be dead pretty soon. That's a lot of energy. I need to snack after just doing that. Right? Imagine doing that all day and you're 450 pounds and you have a fur coat on in the middle of the desert. Right? That's some tough work. So the object here is to sit and wait. When the chart is in the middle and we're just looking at all of these squiggly lines and we're not seeing any kind of strength, any kind of opportunity, we need to just sit in the bushes. When we see strength and we see weakness, that's when we have to pounce. So how many of you got the grounding kit? We actually sent one out. It should have gotten to you fairly late. Yes? Are you just not participating, or did that many people just not get it? Okay, you got it. 2 discs. What? No. Well, you guys just missed out. Sorry. I'm kidding. There were some audios in there. You'll have it when you get home, I'm sure. The mail system isn't what it used to be, I'm finding out. So you'll have those when you get home. But there are some audios on there. One of the things that I did in the welcome letter was talk about needing to move quickly. And as you're looking at these types of setups, and you're looking at opportunity in the market, and you're looking at a mechanical type of system, especially with Cecil, when you see it, when you see the opportunity, you have to move. When you're watching Wild Kingdom, the lioness doesn't conference with her friends, debate about whether or not that's really a broken leg on that water buffalo. She's going to go jump on the water buffalo's back and try it out. Right? That's just the way it is. So you've got to move fast. When we're looking at the graph, there are going to be some gray areas. And as you look at some of these examples, and